Hello everybody, here you are, Cooking with Jay. You're going to be joining me today. I'm going to be making one of my staples. That's how I've gotten my beautiful fiance. It's going to be some steak and pan-seared potatoes. And so yeah, get with it, alright? Alright, enjoy the next part. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so that you know what's happening next with the Cooking with Jay, okay? Alright, enjoy. Alright everybody, what you're going to need for this, you're going to need some steaks. Okay, I got the Omaha steaks, okay? And I've got these little potatoes. These are good potatoes, but pretty much anything. I recommend Yukon Gold for these, or anything that are like a buttery kind of texture, because what we're going to do is really simple but delicious. Alright, get ready for this. Alright everybody, so what you gotta do, you gotta make sure you get the water going first, okay? Water takes long to boil, so excuse this mess and open cupboards, but you gotta get the water flowing. Somebody said I gotta show my hands, so yeah. Water. Put water in the pot. Okay, you gotta put the pot on the stove. Right there. On the stove, okay? Turn on the stove. Hit it up. Put that on the 9 so it starts boiling hot. Make sure your hood, your ventilation is on. Ventilation is important so you don't end up breathing all the stuff. Okay, this is also important, but making sure that you add a little bit of salt into your water. I knew it was empty. Okay, after you do that, make sure your boiling water is on high, alright? Get that little bit of salt in there and let it hang. Let it hang. Just forget about it. Leave it on the stove. Come back to it later. It'll boil. It'll do its thing. All right, Omaha steaks. Okay, shout out Omaha. Sponsor me if you like, but you gotta open your steaks. Everybody wants to see what's going on with my hands, like in those other videos. So here's just my hands opening the Omaha steaks. Just my hands, just my hands. Get the steaks out. Same thing's gonna happen with the next package. Okay everybody, after you handle raw meat, you gotta wash your hands, okay? Make sure you wash them properly. Get your soap, hand soap, wash them. Everybody wants to see what's going on with my hands, so this is what hands do when you wash them. 20 seconds, ABCs, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Close enough. Make sure it's at least 20 seconds. Get it in between the crevices, your fingernails, your fingers. Wash them down. Dry them. Alright, for the best results with this recipe, okay, I recommend always to use a cast iron skillet, okay? If you got a cast iron, if you don't, it's okay if you don't. It just makes it really nice to finish it off in the oven, which we'll get to last. Alright, everybody, we're going to season the steaks with salt and pepper. That's going to be it, okay? We're going to just do it real simple, okay? We got the salt, okay? We got the pepper, okay? Get the salt. You're going to put a little bit, a tablespoon or so, okay? And you pinch it, okay? Make sure that it's evenly hitting all the surfaces of the steak, okay? And you want to make sure you get it real good. When you start doing this mass production stuff, guys, it's all about height, okay? You're not going to be able to see my fingers, but I'm getting a lot of height here above the steak, okay? Don't be too scared of this salt. Next thing you want to do is you want to take the pepper. Got pepper here. I'm going to put the pepper on it. Okay? Let it go. Hang out. After that, flip it over. Do the same thing over again. Okay? Flip. 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 Little bit of salt. And season again. Again, very important to get all the little bits and pieces of the steak, because that's going to be on every single bite. let that hang out. Okay, everybody? And take this guy. Since I touched this, meat, wash your hands. Okay, everybody, while that meat is hanging out, sitting around over there, you're gonna wanna let it hang out for about 10, 15 minutes, put on a little timer or so. You wanna let that kind of like really marinate in there, essentially. Another thing I gotta go over, okay? Make sure your oven is preheated to at least 400 degrees. If you're a professional, if you're not gonna be watching this stuff very closely, always keep it around 375, 380. Know whenever you put stuff in, it's gonna be decreasing in temperature like mad. So always, whatever you feel comfortable with. But of course, as I'm a professional, I cook at 400 degrees because I ain't walking away because my shit's bomb. Alright, everybody, I forgot to show you this, but don't forget to pepper both sides too, okay? While we're waiting that few minutes, your water may have came to a boil like this. Okay, next thing you want to do, you want to add your potatoes to your boiling water, okay? Alright, whenever you're cooking at home, guys, always remember to set yourself a timer, okay? What we're going to do for those potatoes, we're going to do 10 minutes. We want them to be a little bit under because cooking is not going to be done once we're done with them, okay? So about 10 minutes. Start that timer up, okay? Timers are important. Alright, so what you want to do here is you want to make sure that your skillet's hot enough by taking your hand and placing it directly on it. I'm just kidding, I would never do that. Alright, now the tips and tricks from Jay, okay? Make sure you clean up as you go. Put away what you don't need, okay? I got my salt. Oh, I'm going to need this later. I'm going to leave that out, actually. And we got my pepper. Oh, man, I'm going to need that, so I'm actually going to leave that out. But make sure you make your kitchen work for you, leaving it places where it's easily found. Alright, next thing you want to do is you're going to add a little bit of oil, whatever oil of your choice. Okay, you put a little bit of oil on there, just about a tablespoon or so. Boop, just like that, just to coat the pan. And you're going to be coming to that back next. Get yourself a nice pair of tongs, okay, not thongs. We need tongs for this, okay? Tongs. Alright, once you feel that heat going, you see how the oil is separating. It's not wanting to all hang out together. You want to take your steaks, okay? Take your steak after it's been hanging out for a little bit. And then it should go tss when we put it down. Let's see what happens. That's that sound you're looking for, everybody, okay? Alright, next piece of steak. A little bit. You turn up the heat now, because we're just going to look for a sear on this, so we're just going to put up the heat a little bit. We don't want these steaks to be cooking on this skillet. We just want them to sear. So if you're not getting that color really fast, should take about 1 or 2 minutes on each side. You're going to want to turn up that heat, alright? I'm going to turn mine up just because I really want a hard sear. I like that crusty part on the outside. Alright, turn that up. While these are searing away, our timer has went off for our potatoes. The potatoes are not done yet, okay everybody? Potatoes are not done yet. We're going to want to strain them with this, a strainer, other known as a colander, okay? You're going to put that into the sink like this, a clean sink. Make sure there's no dirty things in there, okay? Turn off your timer. Shut that thing up, okay? I'll show you what's happening next. We're going to drain our potatoes, everybody. Potatoes, drain. Yep. While these guys are getting all nice and toasty, we're going to work on our potatoes. What you're going to want for this, you're going to want a plate. You want whatever container your potatoes are already in. A colander is just fine. You can have your potatoes like this. You want to check them so they're hard but they're soft. They're going to be kind of hot, so if your hands aren't seasoned, this might hurt. But of course, you can wait for them to cool down and then do this, whatever. You got to have the finest touch for this because you don't want to press these things too hard, but you also kind of need to press kind of hard. let's get it done. I'll show you my hands. Ready? All right, show you with me. All right, for this, you want to press kind of hard, but you want a flat palm. What you want to do is you want to go like this. And oh, these are really hot right now, so take some time, let them cool down. What you need next is butter, okay, and garlic. You can use fresh garlic. I highly recommend fresh garlic, but I ain't got time for that, and I know most of my viewers probably don't either. So buy yourself a large diced or minced one of these. It'll last you forever, and it's garlic. Shit don't go bad, okay? Take your garlic, get that in the skillet, about like that. And you want to get your butter, just like that. You know, you can be pretty helpful with these butter. You can do a lot, honestly. The more butter, the better, right? Everybody loves butter. Just a pinch of rosemary. These are just rosemary leaves, real dried up ones. They were fresh at one point, but they dry now. I dried them up purposely. Put that in there. Let this all hang out like so. We're not even ready for these steaks yet. These are very, very rare, of course, but make sure that these are, you know, hanging out and off. So what you can do with these potatoes is you can also take a pot like so and kind of just press gently on it, just enough to, just like that. When they go like that, everybody see that? That's what you're going for, okay? This is what you're going for. Okay, what you want to do with these potatoes, you want to take them, you want to smash them with your hands lightly, so you just get a little spread, okay? It will not be perfect on every one, but you know, that's the nature of the beast, alright? We're all not perfect. Oop, it happens. Alright, because we're not ready to eat the steaks right now, as you can see, this is off, but all this nice garlic butter is chilling out in there. You can let them kind of marinate in that beautifulness right there, okay? And since these are really, really rare still, see, really, really rare, you do want to just let those hang out with all that juice and stuff like that. We got our oven ready to go for when we are ready to eat these guys, but it's going to be ready and good. Alright, going on to the next step. Okay, what you want to do next for this next part, you want to put oil in a pan. I got my thing, I'm going to turn this up. Okay, this is a Teflon pan, this is non-stick, but we're going to do our potatoes with some oil, okay? Ooh, a little bit of oil. Boop, boop, boop. If I was doing a small batch of this, I would use butter, but I've got so much potatoes to do that I'm definitely going to have to use oil because I don't want to keep on having to clean this fucking pan. This oil, you don't want to put anything in the oil just yet. You want to let it hang out for about a few minutes, just to let the oil heat up. Same thing as the cast iron. Put your hand on top, you'll be able to feel the heat when it starts to radiate, and the oil will start to look a little bit different. Alright, this is taking a little bit longer than expected, so highly recommend, you know, if you're not ready to get your steaks on the Eden, because you want your steaks to be hot and not overdone, take them off your skillet, okay? I'll move mine onto a plate. They're hanging out, they're doing their own thing, just hanging out in that butter, okay? Alright, next you're going to want to make sure that this is hot. You don't want to take the potatoes, you can check it out by making sure it's going to sizzle. See that little bit of sizzle? We're going to be good. We're good like that. So we're going to place the potatoes in there, just sizzling. Okay, boom. They sizzling. It's going to be going up in temperature. What we're going to do, what I want to do is turn up the temp just a little bit. But they sizzling, they doing their thing. Alright everybody, next part you want to season these while they're in there. Okay, you're going to take your salt, never put salt directly in there, you know. Have it like so. Pinch it, get it on everything. Okay, after this you might not have to season as much, of course, but you got to get that salt, that little bit of pepper. Get it on there. Then I'm going to do a little bit of onion powder, just to get that flavor. A little bit of onion powder, and a little bit of garlic powder, everybody, okay? Get that garlic. Boom. Just a little kick. Okay, after they all season on one side, you're going to want to make sure you check them. Whoop, whoop. Make sure they're all golden brown. Alright, as these get golden brown, you're going to want to take them off. Okay, put them on a pan. Okay, boom, get them all golden brown. They all hang. Because we already seasoned very heavily on the first batch, we're just going to let it ride. Don't need to season it anymore. Seasoning will go throughout all the potatoes we'll see here. Alright, this is going to continue, and this is the last batch. Alright, this is our last batch going down, but that's what you want. You want that golden brown color. As you see, all that seasoning that fell off of the first batch is now on all of these beautiful potatoes. Cool. Potatoes are done. About to be done. Alright, a buddy asked me once, he said, hey, how do I make sure that all my food is hot? And I say, you serve it hot. So I'm going to tell you a real quick tip. Alright, so you have all your stuff ready to go. I had that 500 oven, as I said earlier. I put my cast iron in there just so it's kept some heat. My butter has now browned, but watch what's going to happen. I'm going to take these guys, and I'm just actually going to put them right back on that brown butter. And now, what I'm going to do with these steaks, I'm going to wipe them all up with all this good brown butter that's in this pan. Flip these all around, and then I'm going to place all this in the oven at the same time, like so. I'm going to take our guy, going right in there, right in the oven, and then we're going to take this guy, I'm going to put this guy, oh, it's hard to do this in videotape, and we're going to put that guy right in the oven, just like so. Be careful, don't burn yourself. I recommend to open your oven all the way, always, okay? You're going to want to close that up. We're only going to wait about 1 to 2 minutes. We really just need this to be hot, and then we're taking them right out. We don't want our steaks to be overcooked, okay? Alright everybody, you always need a vegetable. This is a little quick add-on, but I've got some zucchini that I made earlier in the day. I'm just pan frying it up just as a side, okay? I can go into detail what I did there for these guys, but that'll be another video on its own. Maybe. Alright, we only wanted to wait about 1 to 2 minutes just to get those steaks kind of up to temperature. And we're going to want to take this out. Okay, oh look at that. Steaks are good to go. We're going to set this guy right on the tabletop just like that. Okay, you let it hang out for about one minute or so. Alright everybody, so the next thing you want to do, this is the moment of truth. We're going to make sure these steaks are beautiful and good to eat. Let's see, okay, this is the moment of truth. I'm going to go right down the middle just to see where we're at. Let's see. Perfect medium, everybody. That's how you do it. Perfect medium. Vegetables last, everybody, because vegetables don't hold their heat. As you can hear, this is still searing up real nice, but we got the steak then next. Steak, you can even place it right on top of the potatoes. Okay, right there, so it just kind of stays a little warm. Boom, just like so. And then, of course, our vegetables. Boom, 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 boom. Thank you all for joining me with Cooking with Jay. That was the first installment. They'll get shorter as time goes on. Alright everybody, enjoy the bloopers. Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is coming to you live. Alright, hello everybody, Cooking with Jay. This is the first of many. Hello everybody, here's Yar with the Cooking with Jay. So, this is my YouTube debut, and I'm wearing my best cat dad ever because I am the best cat dad ever. And that looks like my kitty, which you'll see at one point in the episode. I'll dub it in.